Have you ever listened to a song and you thought to yourself,
I do that.
and then the song continued describing your exact feeling, emotions, and basically your entire mental state?
Go lose some weight. Get in your bag, you broke bitch.
It makes me think, are we that insignificant? Yes. But are we really that common that millions of us relate to the same personal, quote-unquote, unique stories? Or is something else going on here? Well, it's not a free coincidence with mathematically impossible odds. It's just that in order to be relatable, music has to only nail down the general feeling/vibe that you're in at the moment. And there isn't many, by the way. There is sad songs for sad people who want to keep being sad. There is uplifting music for also sad people, but this time they don't want to be sad. And newly realized is Sigma grindset music where everyone is against me, but I got it type feeling. Also for sad people. God, what is wrong with us? So just how humor can be relatable,
This thing actually happened. Cool.
music can as well, but it's not as hated yet. Music itself, like its notes, it invokes these types of feelings and emotions inside us. Feelings of sadness, feelings of happiness, and everything else in between. And that in turn can convey relatability. But I'm more interested in relatability caused by storytelling and song lyrics. Because it is a big deal, especially in music, as you're not only connected to an artist by their appearance and talent, but you're also connected to them by your own memories and experiences. And when we look into it, our mind's way of strengthening memories is by strengthening bonds and connections with already existing and strong memories. And the more time a song spends on your head, the more you're inclined to play it. And it doesn't take a scientist to tell you that this equals money. But let's dig into it a little deeper. There are many ways to make music relatable. For instance, there is relatability by force. This is when it's shoved onto you by using vague and not really descriptive words to relate to as many people as possible without really saying much. It's almost always used in love songs.
But now I need to make every girl think this song's about her, just to make sure that they spread it like the plague. So I describe my dream girl as really, really vague, like, I love your hands cause your fingerprints are like no other. I love your eyes and their bluish, brownish, greenish color. I love it when you smile, that you smile wide. And I love how your torso has an arm on either side now.
And it always feels like it's created and curated by a group of writers, because no self-respecting artist will ever come up and subject their fans to such garbage. They also use trends to keep up with the times and stay mainstream. This kind of relatability will always be a thing. Another type of relatability is relatability by force. Part 2. This time it's by the listeners and fans when they say, haha, I do that, when in fact they don't. They don't haha and do that. Whatever that is. This type is less common, but still, it's relevant. And funny enough, this also is almost always mainstream. I think it's mainly a way for people to seem cool.
Tell me an opinion that you have about something. Just one opinion that you have about anything at all. Just share an opinion. Anything. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Share an opinion. Right now. Just off the top of your head. Share an opinion. Anything. Just one opinion. That's all I'm asking. Share one opinion right now. Share it. I don't have an opinion, and that's why I just like everything that everyone else likes in pop culture.
And sometimes it's not even related to the music, it's just the personality of the artist. Kanye West is probably the most subjected artist to this kind of relatability. I don't know why though, it's just a feeling. There's also nostalgia, but it doesn't really count, because it's not relating to the artist, it's more about you and the time you first listened to the song. And then the song becomes the vehicle for you to reminisce about that that time. And finally, relatability by authenticity. This by far is the hardest one to accomplish. It happens when an artist put their heart and soul out there for everyone and give us their whole life. And it feels right. I really think the artist you relate to like this is more oftentimes than not your favorite artist. And for me, it's Frank Ocean. Blonde is the first album that I listened to entirely in one sitting. I remember the first song of his that I listened to. It was Nights, and it sent me. I didn't like beat switches at the time, so I just listened to the first part over and over until someday I heard it all, and it just clicked. After that, I listened to the rest of the album, and then his entire discography, which is not saying much by the way. But I liked it all. I still remember when I first listened to Nostalgia Ultra. I felt so inspired. I've never felt this close to an artist before. Anyways, I wanted to finish this video off with an interesting and objective conclusion. But it's kinda impossible to come up with one, because relatability is such a subjective and broad subject. So instead, let me know this. Who is the artist you relate to the most? And are they your favorite or not?